This video is sponsored by you, supporting me on Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube membership. Thanks for allowing me to continue to make videos for you. Slow and deliberate's outdated. Weapons that require commitment to your swings? Cringe. Hunting monsters is not worth the effort if you can't do it with style and an insanely high APM leading to arthritis. Swords. Those are stylish. The pinnacle of fashion, and the best gift for attracting women. So obviously the next step in doubling your style is doubling your swords, which will also simultaneously double the women. Everybody wins. Welcome to a silly little guide to Monster Hunter. The dual blades are the antithesis of the average Monster Hunter weapon. They're not massively oversized, in fact, they're quite reasonable and compact, very small, very demure. Their damage numbers aren't very big either. You rarely ever see any individual attack reach 100, but most distinctively, they are not slow. They're fast. Really fast.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
Not only fast in attacks, but also mobility, allowing you to mad dash around the map like you're baking a cake and threw away the box thinking you've memorized the instructions. Your starting moveset is pretty basic. The top face button has a 3-attack combo. The right face button has a 2, and both of them can seamlessly weave into each other. However, your main power comes from pressing the right trigger and activating Demon Mode! While in Demon Mode, your stamina will begin to decay at a constant rate, but as a trade-off, you have access to an entire tree of combos with so many branches it could make a Mormon family look sparse, and a dashy dodge, which if used to evade an attack or roar, will have you sonic spin dash through it and activate Ultra Instinct, changing your Demon Mode's dodge into an additional attack which can be followed up with the top face button to Tornado Forward, both of which covers a massive amount of ground and leaves the monster looking like somebody's first time using an X-Acto knife. As for your Demon Mode attacks, the top face button's 3-attack combo gets a ton more hits and can even give you some slight repositioning if you hold your movement controls to either side. The right face button gets a Beyblade spin that's great for closing the gap and follows up with 2 more pirouettes like the pretty princess that you are, and both of these attacks will begin to build up a gauge. This gauge can be spent on a new special attack by pressing both the top and right face button simultaneously to perform a blade dance, which will turn you into the human equivalent of a blender set to the fuck shit up setting, which can be comboed up to 3 times. Just like a blender though, you will have to stay plugged in and will sacrifice your movement and some of your battery when you start revving up. Alternatively, you can start the blade dance combo, then spam the Demon Mode button to start the Demon Flurry combo and turn your hunter into an average Gmod animation video, all while gaining back a bit of stamina to be used when you get back into Demon Mode. Once the gauge caps out, you unlock Arch Demon Mode, which will allow you to use a few of the Demon Mode attacks and the dashy dodge even when not in Demon Mode so that you can keep up the chain slaughter while your stamina recovers, each attack and dodge costing you some of your gauge. Dual blades also get the objectively coolest focus strike. Due to the dual blade's rapid, fast attacks, it's one of the best contenders for applying elemental damage and status effects with the sheer quantity of hits you'll be unloading into the monster, filling the screen with enough numbers to make the neurons in your brain light up like you do when somebody notices how pretty your eyes are. When it comes to exploiting the monster's elemental weaknesses, there's no better choice. Overall, you'll be managing your stamina by weaving in and out of Demon Mode while mashing buttons like it's a Mario Party minigame and dodging every attack and roar like they're your dirty laundry, or your messy desk, or your untucked bed sheets, or your unfinished taxes, or your unopened mail, or your unpainted miniatures, or... Because the dual blades attack so frequently, they are particularly great for crit builds, and there's almost too many skills that can help supplement and synergize with fancy gambling number. Firstly, we have to build some affinity. Critical Eye will just plainly give you a flat increase, and Weakness Exploit will also increase it further when you hit a monster's soft bits. Agitator will give you a bonus when the monster's angry, and Latent Power will proc after you take an accumulated amount of damage or after 2 minutes. With all that crit rate, you can slot in Critical Boost to make your crits even bigger. Master's Touch will give you a high chance to not lose sharpness when you crit, and Crit Element and Crit Status will allow you to turn your dual blades into the manifestation of the monster's greatest fears. If you aren't all that interested in crits because you're actually trying to cut back on your gambling addiction, then there's still a few other non-crit skills that can work instead, like Razor Sharp, which gives you a chance to prevent your sharpness from decaying without the need for crits, and Handicraft, which will extend your sharpness gauge even further. If you don't have space for either of those and are willing to put up with the dual blades eating at your sharpness like I eat beignets, Speed Sharpening can quicken the undullifying process so that you can get back into the fight faster, and Protective Polish will prevent your dual blades from losing sharpness at all for a whole minute and a half after using a whetstone. If you still want to do elemental damage and status buildup, there's the dozen elemental and status attack boosts that will give you a flat increase as opposed to relying on crits. There's also Burst, which will increase your attack and element, but not status buildup after making a bunch of consecutive attacks. For all the dodging you'll be doing, Evade Window will give you more iframes so dodging is a little easier, and Evade Extender will make your dash go further, making you so fast that a really fast person will see you and say, whoa, that guy's going really fast. While you're dodging a ton, Adrenaline Rush will give you a temporary damage boost whenever you successfully nothing personnel a monster's attack. With all this dodging and Demon Mode eating at at your stamina, you're probably going to need something to help so you don't spend the majority of the hunt more frequently tired than someone with crippling depression. Stamina Surge will make sure that once you are out of stamina or need to take a break from the edge form, that it'll recover at a faster rate. Constitution will make your dodges cost less stamina, and Marathon Runner can increase the amount of time you can spend in Demon Mode, up to double the duration at max rank. Now, if you want to forego Marathon Runner in order to have something else in its place, you can instead opt to bring a Dash Juice on your hunts, which basically gives you a level 3 Marathon Runner for 3 whole minutes per can. And for some gauge skills, Power Prolonger will slow down the decay of your Archdemon gauge, as well as keep you in Ultra Instinct for longer after a perfect dodge. And Focus will slightly speed up the rate at which your attacks fill up the Archdemon gauge. But to be quite honest, it's not all that much, and I think the skill's kinda stinky. The dual blades are small but mighty, chip damage but relentless, Naruto but cool. Just kidding, Naruto is cool. Just like you, look at you. Its insane mobility means that a good dual blades player should never ever get hit by an attack. Like me. Don't believe me? Have you ever seen me get hit in the entirety of this video? Yeah, I didn't think so. Even when no individual attack will deal that much damage, the accumulated bombardment of slices is going to absolutely overwhelm the monster. Fear the mosquito with 2 mouths and a determination to bite you 5,000 times. It is the very definition of death by 1,000 cuts. And now you know how to play dual blades. Have fun.